So the first question is having the child start at the number one and counting as far as they can go, hopefully to 100. Or, yeah, having them stop at 100.
Yeah.
The second question is counting by tens and going as far as they can and having them stop at 100.
And so I asked you this question earlier while we were doing the assessment cover page too. When you were going through and like pretending to be a student, what were some things that you needed to know while counting? Like what were you thinking in your head while you were counting?
What I was thinking in my head was thinking about the number that comes next, making sure I counted in order, and I guess you could say I was picturing like a number.
Yep, so then I think right there is something that you could go ahead and put down as a knowledge. It's just like knowing number order and knowing a number sequence, like numbers go in an order. You could keep that.
Oh.
I just like adding. Yep. And something that came up earlier too was, not with you, but with somebody else, to say like, I can't think of like how I would explain this to kids. It's okay right now if in the VOE, like it's still adult facing language. Like eventually when we get into the unit plan and plan out like when are we gonna teach something, we'll go through and how to make it, turn those into student friendly language. So if you're stuck on right now, like how do I turn this into like teaching it to kids, like it's okay right now if it's still adult facing. But if it does come to us and be like, go ahead, we're gonna teach it this way, we could put that down too. So we talked about how numbers go in an order sequence. The other thing that I heard you say is like knowing like what number comes next. So not only knowing the larger like numbers have a sequence, but knowing what comes next and being able to go through that. So these are the things that you needed to know to be able to do. Right. So then the skills part is now like, what did you actually have to do? What do you want students to walk away with being able to do to answer this question?